You got problems. You need to get straight. You need a therapist. You know what you need a therapist.
I really have a question. How do you end up in somebody's close friends, but you're not really close friends with them?
That's giving weird. It's giving pick me.
Does
It's
that happen to you?
giving yeah.
Like, how did I get here? Because like we cool, but we ain't that cool. Like my close friends be like my people, like my core people, like but how did you get here? Is what I want to know.
It's giving what is it giving?
Because you have to go out of your way to kind of add somebody to your close
You
friends. Like it's
do.
not like you can actually like oops and then just hit like close friends. No,
I
it's like you
haven't
go.
I haven't adjusted my close friend list since I made it. So like if I've added new friends onto like my Instagram or I've added people, I haven't adjusted my close friends list based on that.
Yeah.
And even then, I don't even post anything on close friends no more.
I don't either,
And
honestly.
and even when I did, honestly, was it even worth posting on close friends? No.
I mean, maybe if you got coworkers and you don't want them to see that shit or something
That's
like
the
that,
only
or if you got
reason.
like family or friends that you like some family members you don't want
Yeah,
to see certain things,
yeah,
like okay, cool. But like
absolutely.
honestly, like I like when I post my kid in my close friends, and I know that's weird, but I don't put him
No,
on my other stuff.
that's not weird.
And
That's not weird at all
yeah,
because people are weird.
yeah.
People
So if
are
I post
fucking
something
weird.
of him, like it'll just be in my close friends. But like other than that, no. But I just like how do I end up in some people's close? Because this one girl I used to work with, like I ended up in her close friends, and I just don't understand how I got there.
It's giving pick me, pick me, pick me.
But why? Like I'm nobody, so why would it be a pick me vibe if it's like
But
you
to
know?
her, but to her, you're worthy enough to be in her close friends list. So
Well, and I hope that doesn't mean like it needs to be reciprocated because it's not either. Like
I don't ever feel like anything needs to be reciprocated unless I'm in a relationship with somebody.
very well.
Child, no. Mm-mm.
What's going on with you, friend? We almost there, girl. It's almost time to go. How you doing? You holding on?
I'm in a new setting.
Bitch, you in the closet.
I
My
know.
friend is in the closet.
I was about to start singing a song that I ain't had no business singing,
Don't do that.
and y'all know what it is, so I ain't got to sing it.
But we ain't gonna do that. But yeah, my friend is in the closet. But she
Yes.
really not in the closet. We know you gay. We know you gay.
Yes, child. Anyway, but I am doing well, bitch. I got 2 more days, and then I'm. Mm.
Both of us. Then we out
I
here.
forgot. Yes, we're both driving off on the same day, bitch. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If I could drive off tomorrow night, I'll drive tomorrow night.
Mm, girl.
Get the foot
Well, I'm not leaving the
ice
same
truck.
day. I move out of my apartment the same day. Like we
Mhm.
leave like that far, but I got to get my hair braided for this trip. And then, isn't that why do black girls always get their hair braided before they go on vacation?
Because it is low maintenance. If you get it wet, you ain't gotta like redo it. You know what I'm saying? Because they be like, black girls can't swim, but for the black girls that do swim, you, not me, you, um,
True.
you ain't gotta do nothing with it. Like you get it wet, then whatever, you dry it off.
Just let it dry and then it's easy. But you
Yeah.
can always tell the black girls that's going on vacation on the planes because they all had their hair braided.
Period. And I ain't
Yeah,
shit. I just started getting my hair braided last year, child.
girl.
Now that
Yeah,
I
you
found,
use a real black woman. You understand the convenience of
I
the
do,
braid.
child, but I don't understand how long you supposed to leave them in. That's the part that confused me.
Well, I'm gonna keep these in for a minute too, girl. Because honestly, I'm gonna
It's
be transition. I'm gonna be living in an Airbnb for a few weeks
oh
too.
yeah. Mm.
Mm,
You done found you a new house?
yes, found a new house under contract right now.
Mm.
Fingers crossed. There's no delays with that.
Mm-hmm.
So that way I don't have to be in this Airbnb longer than 2 weeks.
Ciao.
Yeah.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, other than that, you good, friend?
Mm-hmm. Cause I ain't been to work, child. So
Girl, isn't it nice? This is the life I'm meant to live.
honestly, but okay, this the life I'm meant to live without like working. But still, I feel like I need a little spunk in my life, like traveling and stuff like that. Cause I ain't really been doing that. I mean,
Hmm.
on the weekends maybe, but like other than that, like no. But I need a real like vacation in my life. Which you about to go on a real vacation, bitch.
Yeah, it's gonna be a short one, but it's not, just enough. Cause I still
Hmm.
got shit I gotta do too when I get back. But
Absolutely.
yeah, just enough for a little woosah. And I'm low key gonna try to squeeze in another little trip there too on my
And
birthday.
should do, child.
Low key. I
And
don't know
then
where to, but I'm
right.
gonna try to squeeze something in.
And then in less than a month, your birthday will be, well, by the time we release this episode, we'll probably be like a week behind your birthday or something. Child, ain't no telling.
Yeah, I think so.
We'll
Maybe,
be
yeah.
your birthday coming up, then my birthday. And then the summer over after that. So shut down the summer, you hoes, after my birthday.
I just like how you just said the end of summer is after August 7th, bitch, because it's still some months left in there. We still got a few more weeks, girl. Not after your
No.
birthday. Okay, summer's over, bitches. Go back in.
Go back in.
All
It's
right.
time to sit back
Cuffing
down.
season. Cuffing season, y'all. Get it together.
Yeah. It's time to sit
Like,
back
oh my
down, child.
God. No, but for us, that's usually the time we do sit the fuck down. After birthday season is over with, like that's when all the festivities are done. Like
Don't
we're
call me
down.
about nothing else, child.
I'm not going nowhere else. I'm staying home. Leave me
Mm-hmm.
alone.
Yeah.
Low key, I
Child.
gotta get in mommy mode. Like little man
Oh
about to be
yeah.
back with mommy. Like I gotta start getting ready for school and all that shit. So yeah, I'm
Oh yeah.
I'm out, tapped out. So we gotta
Yeah.
make this hot girl summer a good hot girl summer, cause and I don't know how. It's so many things to
I
be
don't know how
done.
either. I really
I
don't. Because
don't know how. We just gonna make it happen. Like,
the prices in California, child. And then
yeah,
on top of that, these niggas wearing, not that I stopped wearing my mask. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. But they back to wearing their masks full on.
in Cali.
Yeah. I talked to L today. He had his mask. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, nigga, why you got your mask on in your office by yourself? He said, we 100% mandated mask in the office. I said, nigga, what? Yeah, COVID cases rising. Nigga, what?
California don't play. It's a good thing. It's too many people out there. Wear your mask. Wear your mask. Wear your
Take me back
mask.
to teleworking then, so I ain't gotta spend this gas money to get to work to and fro.
Hey, why you playing? Shit.
Cause that's
Why
what
you
if we wearing
playing?
these masks, I'm teleworking.
Let me
Why am
say
I at work?
something.
Because they said it's ineffective anyway. Why am I
Hmm.
at work then?
Let me say it. Let me
If I
say
gotta
it.
wear a mask, let me sit at home. And that's my
Mm-mm.
rant, Raven's rant for today.
Girl.
How you
Do you
feeling,
want
friend?
to
Did
talk
I
about
ask you that?
anything else?
I don't know.
Uh, um, how am I feeling?
Yes.
Um, I feel like overall I'm good. I just feel like I am ready for this like busy phase to kind of wind down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just because I've been so busy with like little shit. Like when you buying a house, like you gotta send so many fucking documents in and like so much stuff. It's just like little stuff that adds up. And then on top of that, I'm moving, and so I've been like unpacking. I got so much shit everywhere right now, and this feeling of being unsettled is starting to really bother me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and you know how I am. So when things like are not in place, or things are like, I got shit everywhere, like it kind of and so um outside of that, like I feel like I'm good. Yeah, I'm about to go see my mom. I'm about to head to Charlotte. I haven't been to Charlotte in a minute. See my Charlotte fam. And then go on this trip.
Pate.
And then yeah, and then after that we be more bound, baby, and I'm ready to go. And yeah, sit my
Not you.
ass down.
We be more bound. Look at you,
You
nigga.
like that? That sound cute, right?
Yeah, but it's
Mm.
be more.
Mm.
I'm sorry.
um, girl. So for this week's episode, we're gonna be discussing manifestation and what it is, and if you can manifest, if you got something going on like as far as anxiety and depression, and how that works and how it looks. So first of all, let's jump into it. What is manifesting? Friend, what's your definition of manifesting?
Simply, what's the? I always fuck this. I mean, oops. I always mess up this
What?
Bible verse.
Oh. You
that
heathen.
that life and death lies in the power of the tongue. And that is
Mm.
essentially what I think manifestation is. It's simply
Mhm.
walking in it like you already got it, talking about it like you already got it. Um, and while I do believe that words are very powerful,
Mhm.
words also have to match actions too. So I don't think manifestation alone is is as impactful if you're not also trying to back it up with some actions too. I guess.
Okay.
Does that make any sense, child? I don't know.
So you're saying believe it and feel it, but also do the work to get there.
Yeah, basically, child.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So,
And then that Bible verse, whatever I said. Hmm.
girl. So basically manifesting is like the law of attraction. Feeling, like you said, feeling and believing that your dreams and desires are actually like you already have it, like it's already there. Acting as such, doing the things that you
My
would be
man, my
doing
man, my man, my man.
if you were living in that lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
So if you desire a partner, or somebody, just go ahead and act like you got a man there,
Oh, oh, you
um
feel the kicking in my stomach?
bitch. Bitch, what the fuck? I was trying to be like, do you have gas? Like, friend, don't talk about that on the pod. Like, bitch, you talking.
The baby moving, bitch.
Girl, oh my god, I can't reach you. Oh my gosh. So anyway, a couple years ago, I don't know when this book was released, but The Secret by Rhonda Bryan, I don't know how you say her name. But anyway, that is a really popular book, and that's when a lot of people got on the whole law of attraction wave. Um and you started seeing like the whole, gurus and the life coaches and all this stuff talking about manifesting and using the law of attraction. One of the things that I think kind of gets like a bad rep when it comes to manifesting is that, when niggas get a hold of something and they just start using it to make a profit, right? And they just start using it to make money and do all of these things, it can kind of get a bad rep, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't take away for I don't want it to take away from the foundations of what manifesting is, right? Because it's actually something that I believe in. It's something that I think that works, and I've used it in my own life, and I can say that in certain areas of my life that those things have happened, things that I have manifested. And so I do believe it, but it does get a bad rep when, like I said, people get a hold to it and they just use it to sometimes take advantage of people just to get a coin,
Mm-hmm.
So be aware of the scammers. Like, don't be spending all your money on a coach that say you can manifest your dream life in 2 days, because yeah, it could happen, but realistically, like, Is it gonna happen? Maybe not.
I told you, put the work in. You got to put the work in too.
Yeah. And so that's one of the reasons why I wanted to have this episode too, is because I've been seeing a couple of articles saying that manifesting can be bad for your mental health. And
Explain.
yeah, in the way that when you manifest, it's almost like this energy of always being positive and always being like optimistic,
It's
right?
not realistic.
Yeah, when there's not an issue, always staying positive. But the thing is, you don't want to negate or say that your negative emotions and feelings are invalid, because they're not. And I think that's one of the reasons why people have been saying that this whole manifesting like wave is bad for mental health, especially for some people that suffer from anxiety in particular, but people that worry so much about the future or worry about things in general. When you're trying to manifest and put these things into existence, when they don't happen in your time frame, or if they just don't happen at all and it turns out to be something completely different, then you worry about those things and then you feel a sense of like maybe failure, or that you didn't complete something or you were let down.
Mm-hmm.
um so yeah, so just making sure that you are able to feel your negative feelings and process them properly, but also understand that you can still manifest even though you have negative emotions and negative feelings.
So, do you feel like you've manifested some things in your life, and then what did that, I guess, process look like for you? If you have manifested things in your life, was it always an uphill thing? Was it always positive when you were manifesting, or were you manifesting and it was you were struggling, but you were like, I still believe in it and kept going, or did you give up on that manifestation?
So one of the things that I do believe in, and this is a good question, is I don't think that there's just a certain point when you manifest it. I think that it never stops. I think that you are continuously manifesting throughout your day, whether you realize it or you don't realize it.
Mm,
And whether it's negative or positive, whatever happens, it happens because you wanted it to be there. You
mm,
created that scenario. And like I said, good or bad, I don't think that it's just like me waking up in the morning and putting in my journal and manifesting and saying this is how I want my day to go, or this is what I intend to happen today. That is part of it, but I also think that it's a continuous process. Like, it's not just this one part of my day that I manifest and that's it.
mm-hmm,
um so when I was reading that one book years ago, The Secret, when they talk about manifesting a parking spot, something as simple as that, like you just driving up and you be like, you know what, as soon as I get here, I'm gonna get a parking spot in the front, and then boom, somebody's pulling out as soon as you get in, something like that. But that's just like that's a simple thing where it can be throughout your day. And so, and I hate to say this because when bad shit happens, like sometimes, so say if you get in a car accident, like it's like, well, I didn't really want this, but it happened. So how can you say that I manifested something bad?
mm-hmm.
Maybe you didn't say exactly I wanted to get into a car accident, but maybe you've been saying, damn, I want a new car. Like,
Nah,
you
ain't
know?
that some shit?
And so, like I said, you, however you look at it, if it's something bad that happened, like, oh damn, I wanted a new car. Damn, well now you got your new car, but look how you got it.
That's tricky.
That is tricky, right? And so you
Mm-hmm.
pay attention to those things, that your thoughts, your actions, your words, because those things create your reality.
Yeah, it's basically like whatever you're manifesting, basically, it's a reminder too of the consequences that could come of it, good or
Mm-hmm.
bad. Like in your head, when you're manifesting things, like this end goal is probably a positive end goal. However, the journey to get to this end goal, this manifestation, could be, it could be either
Could
or.
be rocky. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. No, that's good. Mhm.
Yeah. So just being careful, like, cause those things matter,
Mhm.
like, and people don't think about it that way. People don't. It's some shit. Sometimes I'm not even conscious of it. Like sometimes I do and say certain things, and then I end up with like, oh shit, how did I get here? You know.
Mhm.
And so, Just being mindful of those things. Have you ever, well, let me not say that. How do you manifest? Or what is your idea of manifesting when you sit down and do it?
It's child. Um, I think for me, it's basically keeping a positive mindset about things. Um, no matter the the journey of it, right? So if
Mm-hmm.
there's something that I really want, I, is writing it down. I do realize, like, if I write stuff down, write out the plan, go through. And so, with that said, is that really what's the definition of manifestation, right?
Yeah.
What is that? I don't know. But,
Some people look at it as like the quantum physics, like everything is energy, right? And if
uh,
everything is energy, it can be manipulated. So likes attract like. So if you want money, if you're trying to attract money, then you need to get your vibrations in a part in a way that is bringing money to you and drawing money to you. You need to
yeah.
stop having a broke mindset. You need to be in like, oh, I ain't got it, or I ain't got it, or and saying no, I do have it. And that's the
Mhm.
whole thing when you have to start being what you want before you actually have it. And
Right.
so it's getting your vibrations in sync, and that's what some people think. It's just like energy.
Yes. No, that okay, that and essentially yes, that's what when I think of manifestation, that's what I think of it. But I realize too that manifestation can also be creating the plan, writing it down and following it through until you get to your
Hmm.
end goal. I think that's also another form of manifestation. But yes, when I initially think about it, that's why I was like life and death lies in the power of the tongue, because if you're putting out negative energy, then whatever you say, it's probably gonna come come to life.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Uh,
And one other thing that I do want to mention is that um this can be tricky too, because whenever I do manifest, I like to put the energy out there. Like when I'm intentionally manifesting, right? I like to put the energy out there,
mhm,
and I like to say however it's going to happen, it's going to happen. How and how it's supposed to happen. It's not for me to figure out how to
mhm,
get to this end result, but to know that it's coming to me. It's like having this faith or whatever, just knowing that something is coming my way. I don't necessarily know the process, and I can
mhm,
come up with the plan like you say you do. Like, okay, I want a certain car, right?
mhm.
And I can come up with this, say, okay, I want this Audi Q8 because that is what I want. And
Put it out there.
I would put it out there, and I come up with the plan and the savings plan and all this stuff. I don't know how it's gonna go. I could meet a millionaire tomorrow and he could just straight out buy me the car. But I had this plan in place, but my plan didn't go how it wanted to, how I thought it would, but I
I like
still
that plan
ended
better
up
anyway.
I still ended up with the car that I desired, right?
Yep.
And so you don't necessarily know how it's gonna happen. It just comes to you, right? Or I don't know if I'm putting that in a if
No,
it makes sense, right?
that's exactly. Honestly, that's exactly how when I think about the Christianity faith and stuff, it's basically
Mm-hmm.
if it's God's will, basically. So
Mm-hmm.
how you can have this dream of what you want, you can ask God about it, whatever. That's if God wants to give you that. But then you don't even know the journey. You can plan this journey of how you want to get to that, but like if God said nope, and
Mm-hmm.
you got to go this other path before you go there or whatever. It's I don't know. It's essentially the same thing to me.
Essentially, yeah. Or you can be saying that you want a certain type of man, this dream guy, all these qualities,
Mhm.
and ask for those things, but then end up getting something better, or end up, like it's just
Yeah.
certain things. Like you just have to
Or
put the
not getting it
intention
at
out there,
all.
or that.
So then what do you do?
If you don't get it at all,
Yeah.
learn how to live without and be happy. If we're talking about a man, like,
Oh, for sure.
yeah, learn how to live without and still be happy. Yeah.
Been there, done that.
Um. So, how does this all tie into you need a therapist, mental health, right? um manifesting when you have anxiety or when you suffer from depression can seem difficult or like it doesn't go with each other. Like, how can you manifest if you're in a fucked up place mentally? But it can. Okay. And one of the things is you have to realize is that your feelings don't control your manifestations. It's your awareness and how you communicate with the universe, source, God, whoever you communicate with. As long as your communication is clear to the universe, your emotions should not be impacted how you manifest. Have your emotions, feel your emotions, but when it comes out to setting your intentions, you need to learn how to separate the emotion from what you putting out, because
Mm,
many times what we do is we keep those emotions connected to our manifestations, and we say things like um oh, I'm never gonna find a partner, or all men are trash, or I ain't never got no damn money, or something along those lines. And when you continue to say those things, it's coming from an emotional place. It's coming from a place of anger, a place of unsatisfaction or something. It's coming from a messed up place. And when you put that out there, of course you're going to keep attracting negative stuff. Of course you're going to
mhm,
keep being lonely. Of course you're going to keep being broke. Of course you ain't going to find a job because you got this negative mindset,
mhm.
and you keep attracting that. Likes attract like. So whatever you putting out, you getting back. And that's
Have you
another
ever
thing to keep in mind when you dating too.
Yeah. Have you ever felt that where like your energy was like so negative and like just shit just kept happening to you?
Hmm.
Like,
When you just having one of them days
yeah.
and
Like,
you
God,
cannot get it together,
like you wake up and it just everything just doop, 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 doop,
and
doop.
it just roll downhill.
Yes, child.
Yeah.
Mm. That's why I wake up. I do wake up in the morning and I'm like, today's gonna be a good day.
And just say it
Today is a
simply.
good day.
Mm-hmm.
And when I
Mm-hmm.
get to work, especially when I get to work, child, I
Girl,
walk
you
in
gotta
and I
say a
let
prayer before
everybody
you get out the car.
Child, I walk in there and I let everybody know today is a good day. Don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
Today is a good
For
day, child.
yeah, but understanding that like you decide what comes to you at the end of the day. You manifest that shit. And like I said, good or bad, knowing or unknowing, whatever your current situation is, you created that reality. You put yourself there.
Mm-hmm.
Um But when it comes to like being depressed, like you can be depressed in one area or be unsatisfied with one area of your life. So, say your love life is jacked up or whatever, but your finances are good. Like, has that ever happened to you? Like, where one area of your life you be manifesting shit, but the other areas of your life be good?
It's called an imbalance, child. Imbalance.
I
Yes.
literally felt like that was my life, like most of the time. Like one area of my life will always be doing well. Like I could be killing it at work, my
Mm-hmm.
finances could be good, but I ain't got no man. Or the men that I do have trash, and then it just be a shit show. Or
Mm-hmm.
when I do have something good going on in my love life, then work be fucked up, and I'm just
Mm-hmm.
like, damn, can I get the break?
Yeah.
Has that ever
No.
happened to you?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's definitely with work and then like my personal life. Um, I could be sad and down and out about my personal life and then work could be great. Or work
Mm-hmm.
could be shitty and life is good. Child.
Mm,
Um, but yeah, that all that is a little it's a little imbalance.
yeah.
Hmm. But
And just understand that you can suffer from like anxiety and depression, but still manifest and still manifest in a positive way. Like I said, just keeping your emotions, if you can, keep them separate from how you speak, how you talk. Feel your emotions. I'm not saying discount your emotions, but just be aware of the things that you say and the things that you think. Because if you continue to think negatively, even though your emotions may be mad, maybe angry, maybe sad or whatever, but if you continue to speak those things on yourself, then those things are going to continue to happen.
I feel like that's how you can pull yourself out of like anxiety or depression and stuff like that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then just letting people know too that you are anxious or depressed. Like because maybe there's something they could do for you to help you get out of that child.
Yeah, you really just hit on my next point. Like,
Mhm.
can you bring yourself out of anxiety and depression with manifesting? Absolutely.
Hell yes.
Picture the
Um,
self that you want to be. Imagine the person that you want to be or what you see yourself as,
mhm.
and and start to manifest those things. Start to do those things. Start to act that way.
I feel like, well, I don't know how much I could say on here, but I feel like you kind of, which I was thinking of an idea and then I just thought of you. I was like, oh, that's fitting. I feel like you kind of did this with your next job, how you were depressed and
Girl,
anxious and
girl.
all the things, and
Mm-hmm.
being able to, like I said, like let somebody know, because if somebody knows, then maybe they could do something to help you get out of your situation, to put you in a better situation, and now you ain't depressed and anxious no more.
Mm-mm. Sure ain't, and not about to be, and not over no
So,
job. But yeah,
mhm,
literally, like, picture yourself how you want to be, the best version of yourself, not you on a regular day. I'm talking about the best version of yourself, how you act, how you speak to people, how you feel. Imagine that version of yourself, and then start to do those things to get you there. Start to feel, start to act, manifest those things. Start putting yourself on that vibration so that way that life, that transition can happen.
mhm.
Even if you are sad or depressed, know that that is just temporary, and you can pull yourself out of that. Whether you use manifesting or whether you use a therapist or whatever you need to use to get yourself out of there, but know that it can happen. I always need to turn my light on.
Girl,
We
you see
almost
my lighting, bitch?
Girl, yeah, we
Stay in
almost
the dark with
done.
me.
Girl, yeah. And then another way is that you can do this, and we talked about this in a previous episode, is doing the shadow work. Uncovering limited beliefs, because those limited beliefs keep y'all niggas stuck. And I'm talking about limited beliefs as far as like your religious beliefs that may have you stuck, your culture beliefs, your all these things, your family's belief, things that were put on you that you didn't question as a kid. You just did it because you were told to do so and you were told that it was the right way.
Mhm.
You got to uncover some of that, because some of those beliefs are keeping you stuck and keeping you in where you can't manifest and you can't see yourself in the bigger light and you can't see something better for yourself. So, if whatever it is, maybe you come from a family that struggled financially and you never thought that you would be able to buy a home, and get out of that. Just because all the people that came before you wasn't able to buy a home doesn't mean that you can. So you have to get out of that belief. You got to stop and you got to see it for yourself.
Preach,
Yeah.
preacher.
Preach, preach. Ah.
Do you
So
want a
yeah,
revolution?
do the shadow work so that way you can stop all these blockages that's keeping you from manifesting and seeing the bigger picture for yourself. Any emotional hangups that you may have, any repressed emotions, anything that's blocking you, do the work. And that's, if you need to, get a therapist. You probably need to, because we all need it. But get you a therapist to help you unblock those things so that way you can manifest your best life. Do you have anything else before we get into the tips? Even though I feel like we kind of got into the tips already, but do you have anything else before we keep it moving? Okay. Um, okay. So next day, let's get into these tips real quick. I feel like this is a short episode. Where we at? Oh, we
It
cool.
is, child. They
It's
fine.
okay. Hey, we doing what we can. We doing the best we can with what we got.
Mm,
Okay.
child.
So get into the tips. So the first tip is something that I actually use all the
I'm
time.
sorry, y'all,
What?
but I'm probably throwing off the whole thing. But do you remember the Love and Hip Hop episode? I think it was either Ray J or Safari. I think it was Ray J and Safari talking, but it was Ray J. And the hat just moves all different places on his head. It just kept moving. Remember that? That's how
Yeah.
I feel right now, because I've literally switched to 20 different goddamn positions during this damn short ass episode
I
because I
mean,
ain't got no
you in the
damn
closet.
chair.
You ain't comfortable, friend. It's
My
no,
back hurt.
you know what it's giving? It's giving that damn Tyler Perry movie when that lady wig.
It just kept
That
shifting.
wig kept moving from each
Mm,
scene.
child,
Girl,
my back
that's
hurt. All right, I'm
what
sorry. I had to interrupt you for that, child,
girl,
because
it's
I was
okay.
like, I'm on the flow now on my elbow.
Girl, we almost done, friend. We're gonna get you out of here so you can get comfortable.
Hey.
So the first tip is what I do all the time, and it sounds crazy, but it's brainwashing yourself to think that everything is okay. And when I say brainwashing, I'm just talking about some mantras and some affirmations, and that's
Uh,
it. But
I was
it
supposed to
really
say
is what
something.
you think about when you think about it. You tricking your brain, you
Yeah,
rewiring your brain to think positive. And
yeah.
so whatever it is you need to do, um, me personally, this is something that I had to do with my confidence, and it's something that I still do every morning. Is there's these little videos on YouTube that I'll be watching, and it's these black girls, but they just basically be talking, just speaking affirmations, and you can repeat them, just saying, "This is what I do for my confidence." It's just saying that I believe in myself, I'm confident, and just all these things because I've struggled with that. I still kind of struggle. I'm getting better, but
Hmm.
I trick my brain, and I just keep listening to those every morning. And now that shit is like in my subconscious. It's just like embedded. So I act differently, especially at work. I speak differently, and I'm more sure of myself. And it's because I've had to trick my brain. Your brain it will fuck with you.
That's
Like
your brain is one hell of a drug.
it really is. And it tries to do its best. It does its job, and it's trying to protect you. So if something in the past happened that hurt you or that was negative in any way, it's trying to keep you from experiencing that again. But sometimes it can hinder you. And so sometimes you have to trick your brain into believing in yourself and believing the things that you need to succeed. So if you need some affirmations, bitch, you was kind, you was important. What's the other one?
I don't know.
Damn,
You
what's
was
the movie?
nice. I don't
You
know.
was. It's the movie. Aunt Viola
I
was saying
forgot.
it.
You done fucked it
You
up.
was
So
kind.
I
You was nice. You
you
was
was
important.
loyal. I
You,
don't know.
you loyal, bitch. What? You sound like DJ Khaled now, bitch.
These hoes ain't loyal.
Oh, okay. Next tip is to detox or disconnect from social media, from people, from anything that's negative that's keeping your vibration low. If you need to take a mental detox and get off social media for a while, because sometimes that can be a dark place, especially if you having
It's
issues.
tricky for a lot of people, child. People
Yeah,
invest a lot of time and so much fake shit is on. I'm telling y'all, so much fake shit is on the internet, child. It's
like this
fake.
is coming from a place.
Fake.
This is coming from a place.
Fake.
Moving on, positive self talk. And this is one of the ones that can kind of go hand in hand with the affirmations and the mantras. But when you notice yourself freaking out or thinking bad thoughts or just anything, make sure you talk nice to yourself, have positive talks.
Mm.
If you at work and something's going on, just be like, it's okay, it's okay, it's not the end of the world, you got this. Like literally talk to yourself sometimes, like,
I need to work on that.
and let it be positive. Don't be like, oh shit, bitch, you fucked up. God damn it, you can't do
That's me.
nothing right.
That's me.
That's your ass. Yeah,
Hmm.
stop that. Cut that out. It's not the end of the world. Talk nice to yourself. Positive self talk to help with the manifesting. Because if you talking negative all the time and it's like, I can't do nothing right or I can't do this, then guess what? You're gonna keep fucking up.
So I could just quit. But don't do that.
Please don't do that. And then next is don't let your thoughts follow your what? Oh yeah, don't let your thoughts don't let your thoughts follow your emotions. So if you're feeling emotional, if you're sad, just like I said earlier, try to disconnect those emotions from the thoughts. And process your emotions. If you angry, you know what, bitch? You know what I want to do?
What?
I want to go to one of those like break rooms where like if you get angry, you
Yes.
just want to go and like smash some shit. Like if you angry, like get that shit out. Like go to one of them break rooms and tear some shit up.
But remember what happened to that girl when her husband went and then people thought, remember?
Yo, so
She got
I
a
want to
whole
tell this
black eye.
story. Yo, so we had met this girl through a mutual friend, and she was telling us about this story where she went to one of those like break rooms or whatever, and thank God whatever this got caught on camera. Like I don't know where the camera was, but it was a camera set up, and how the hell did it happen?
Oh, her husband wasn't even there. I think she was with her job, but I
Yeah,
think she was either she was hitting something or somebody else was hitting something, and something went back and
it
hit
like
her in her eye.
ricocheted and like hit her in the face.
Mhm.
And I think she had on like a face shield, but the way it was, it like bent the shield and like hit her in the face.
I can't remember, child, but she got hit in the eye, child.
Her eye was swollen, black, bruised. She had it like somebody socked her ass.
Peop People at work, at the bars asking she with her husband, people asking, "You
Are
okay?"
you okay?
Which which gives me hope for humanity that they was trying to save her.
Girl, I don't believe in these niggas. We all do, but they was concerned for her.
They were.
But
Like
yeah,
her
they thought that.
leadership, especially because they had called
Mhm.
his leadership and was like, "What the fuck going on?"
Yeah, they thought that he was abusing her ass.
Mhm.
But thank God they had the videos
Mhm.
because if not, they probably would have took his ass to the jail
Tricky.
because that shit was whoa. But anyways,
Mhm.
if you go to one of those break rooms, be
Be
safe,
careful.
but get your anger out, feel your feelings. If you need to cry, if you need to scream, if you need to dance, if you whatever it is you need to do to process your emotions and energetically get that shit out, sometimes that's really what we need. You know when babies be throwing tantrums and shit, like and
That
afterwards they
feels
be
good.
good. They
Mhm.
be good after that. Like bitch, sometimes I just want to throw a tantrum.
Girl,
And,
me
and
too.
I'm gonna allow myself to do that.
I think I need to be better about like when I'm upset crying because I
Mm-hmm.
don't do that. I hold it. I hold that bitch. I hold it.
Girl, it feels so good to just cry and get it out.
It do.
It really feels good. I told you I like to have a good cry at least once a month, like for real, for real.
But the thing I think I cry at the most like random moments though. Like they're usually I'm by myself, I'm watching TV, but in that moment, whatever stress that was on me from whatever it was, I feel like I released it in that moment, even though what I was looking at that triggered something in me to cry isn't
Mm-hmm.
connected to actually what I'm like letting loose.
Yeah.
Mm, child. That period, child. Who told y'all about that?
Oh yeah, I got you to cry just a few weeks ago.
You did, crazy
She was
bitch.
I ain't seen you cry that hard in a minute for him. I was
I
like, oh
ain't know it was
shit.
coming, child.
And
I couldn't stop and then it wouldn't stop. And I'm
then
like,
it wouldn't
bitch.
stop. I was like, my friend, girl, it's okay, girl.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Okay, last two things is practice gratitude and compassion. Gratitude is one of the greatest. If you good at manifesting, then gratitude is like the accelerator boost. Cause like
Mm.
when you practicing gratitude, it just shows the universe that you're grateful, and the universe just want to keep blessing you. God, whoever you believe in, just want to keep blessing you when you show you grateful. Like just imagine you got two little kids and you always giving these kids stuff. One of them don't ever say thank you for shit, but
Mm.
the other one is always saying thank you. You gonna be more inclined to give to the one that's being grateful and thankful. Gratitude is key. Even if
Mhm.
it's the smallest shit, like the smallest thing. If a coworker did something for you, oh my God, thank you so much, Ben, for doing this for me. Oh my God, I appreciate you so much. That's one less thing you got to do. And guess what? Ben's going to be more inclined to help your ass.
Period.
Ben will be more happy to help you anytime. Oh, no problem. That's like Ben gonna always help.
Mhm.
So just be grateful.
Mhm.
Practice gratitude. Smallest things. Even if it don't seem big, whatever. Somebody hold the door. Thank you so much. Cause guess what? They could have let that bitch slam in your face.
And
Then
will.
you would have had an attitude.
Mm.
And last thing is vision yourself winning. If you ask like a lot of professional athletes before game day, they already go in and they vision themselves winning the game. They sit there and they dream about and visualize the end of the game and them winning. Go ahead and apply that to your own life. You ain't got to be no pro athlete, but see yourself getting that promotion. Feel that shit. It just imagine, just go through a whole scene and be like, your boss coming in and saying, "Oh, Raven, you got the promotion," and you being like, "Bitch, me?"
Like I ain't already know.
Like you ain't already know. Or imagine that man saying, "Raven, will you marry me?" And you be like, "Who, me? I do.
The ring of my dream.
I do. Oh my god.
I told
Ah.
I told y'all I already do this. Like in the dreams episode, in the dreams and nightmares episode, when I
Mhm.
go to sleep, I dream. I go to sleep thinking about the things that I want in life or
Mhm.
whatever it is, the things that I want to manifest. I'll go to sleep, and that way when I'm asleep, I'm dreaming about it, and it feels real.
You be even manifesting in your dream. That shit 24/7. That's what I'm talking about, around the clock. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that is it for the tips. That is it for this episode, friend. Unless you have something that you want to throw up in
Nope.
that thing. In that case, thank y'all for tuning into this week's episode of You Need a Therapist podcast. Please follow us on You Need a Therapist pod. Send us an email at younneedatherapistpod@gmail.com. We are on YouTube. We are on Insta. Find a link tree. Do all that stuff. And listen, pray for us because we about to go. We about to move. And we'll see y'all when we in our new places.
We need a break.
Or at least in an Airbnb or something. Like, you'll see us soon. It'll be something different from this dirty ass background that y'all been seeing. And Ray won't be in the closet.
I'm already out the closet.
Yeah, she out the closet. All right. We'll see y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.
Girl.
I'm sleepy. I don't know where.